right? I'm just a trainer, not much more than that. I have 14 years of experience. I worked in Miami. Well, I'm from Venezuela originally. I was born in Venezuela, moved to the United States about 15 years ago, moved to Miami, and I just recently moved to San Diego about 3 months, 4 months, something like that. These are my certifications. I'm certified by National Council on Sports and Fitness, and also AFA, which is the American Fitness Association of America. I'm certified on CPR and AED, so if anybody wants to choke on something, I'll come to the rescue. This is our first myth of the evening, of the morning. Exercises such as abdominals, crunches, will help us lose weight, abdominal fat, and look smaller around the waist. What do you guys think of this? Do you guys think this is true, or do you guys think this is a myth, a false statement? False. Very good. You think it's true?
Yeah.
Right. Well, it is a myth, to tell you the truth. It is not true. Now, why? Because we cannot select where our body burns fat from, okay? Our body will burn equally amount of fat around the waist. So abdominal crunches will probably change a little bit of the definition of our body, but it will not necessarily burn fat around the waist. It's not going to happen. I mean, really, you're burning fat evenly. You could be doing crunches, and maybe let's say that's all you're doing, but you're burning fat from your arms, you're burning fat from your butt, you're burning fat from just about every body part, because we cannot select where our body chooses to pull energy, fat or carbohydrates that we ate, to fuel our workouts. So, yes, go ahead and do abdominals. Everybody knows I'm a fan of abdominals. I love those exercises, and it will shape you up, but you may not be able to see it until you do your cardio workout and you start reducing your body weight, and then you're going to see all those beautiful muscles underneath that you've created, that you remodeled, that you toned. All right, good. Any questions about that?
Yeah. Does that mean that any other exercise that targets certain area, particular area in your body, is also a myth?
Yes. Exercises will tone your body, your muscular unit. It will strengthen your joints. Exercises with weight resistance will even strengthen your bone density, but it will not make you lose weight in a particular area. It could tone and reshape your body, right? It will get the bicep a little bit more defined. It will grow the muscle. Actually, it will gain weight. We will gain weight when we lift weights, not muscle, right? We'll get to that myth later. But we will gain some weight, and that's exactly the same. When you do exercises with weight training or something like that, you're working on the form, not the reduction of the fat. The reduction of the fat will be done by cardiovascular workout. We'll get a little bit more into that as well. The next myth. Machines are a safer way to exercise because we're doing it correctly every time. What do you guys think about that?
Only if someone shows
My clients
you.
know they're cheaters, they know. What about it?
Only if people show you how to do it correct.
True, very, very true. So this is another myth. It's not true. Why? Machines are made for a one-size-fits-all. Although we have certain adjustments in the machine, not everybody is shaped the same length of the limbs. And I'm sure you've found that when you go on a machine, sometimes your elbow is not reaching where it should be, and like trying too hard. I mean, it's not necessarily safer. You could have your elbows out here and do bicep curls and be hurting your shoulder. So it isn't at all any safer than exercises. As a matter of fact, if I'm going to elaborate a little bit on that, when you exercise with free weights, the free part of it is because you get to do the work yourself, right? Not only are you getting more benefits, you're getting neurological adaptation, you're getting core training, you're getting skills in so many ways. You're also doing the format or the mechanic that your body was designed to do. Not a standard body that they chose as a sample to build the machine, but your body. Some people have an internal rotation on the shoulders, some people have very short torso and longer legs. Each one of us, suddenly when we're using gravity and free weights, we just immediately adapt to where we need to be, which is the way to exercise correctly. It gets you like about, I would say, 20 more benefits than sitting on a machine, right? I think honestly machines eventually are going to get out of, they're going to disappear, honestly. Why? You see gyms now like CrossFit and all places, there's no machines, right? Because it's not that efficient. It gives you strength and only strength. It will not burn fat unless with a little bit of the energy. And you're sitting, right? Aren't we sitting enough at the offices? Aren't we sitting enough? And then you come here and you sit a little bit more just to do one muscle at a time. I can get that muscle done with a multi-joint chain reaction in my body and get a lot more out of it here on the head mostly. All right, back to fitness myths and facts. What about this one? If I do cardio at a lower heart rate and intensity, I burn more fat. Who have heard this before? Okay, so what do you guys think? This is kind of a tricky one, right? Have we seen the machines, right, in which it says the cardio, the fat burning zone, it's in about this 60% intensity, and 80% intensity would be more like a fat cardiovascular. Let's analyze this together. Why is it not true? When we're in the cardiovascular, we're in the fat burning, let's say fat burning, in the fat burning state, which is 60% of your maximum heart rate, right? Maximum intensity heart rate. That in maximum intensity will be different from each one of you because it's about 220 minus your age. So let's say you're working 60% of that intensity. You're on fat burning zone, which is true. But 30 minutes at 60% of the max performance burns 250 calories, right? 80% of those 200, because when we're burning on fat burn, we're burning 80% of those calories that are fueling, 80% of those calories are from fat. So it is a higher percentage when we're in fat burning, we're burning a higher percentage of fat. Our body is using ATP more from fat than it is from other sources. So it is burning 80% more. But if we calculate this, show it all. Let's say 30 minutes at 60% of max performance is 250 calories. At 80% rate of 250 is 200 calories burned, right? Following me here? So let's say I'm doing 30 minutes at 80%, which is the cardio zone. That means I'm burning in total, the same 30 minutes, I'm burning 400 calories, right? And 60%, it is a lower percentage, right? Because I'm in the cardio stage. 60% of those are from fat. So at the end of the day, where did I burn more? I ended up burning more on this 30 minutes than on this 30 minutes, although this is 80% and this is 60%. Everybody following me here? So to make a long story short, you guys need to be at maximum intensity. Don't do your cardio and fat burning zone because you're wasting time. You're burning more in percentage, but less in quantity of what you would in the same 30 minutes if you're at the high performance, because you're burning, although it's 60%, you're burning more calories and it compensates. Another fun myth. This one says that women should only lift light weights or they will become muscular. She says no. What do you guys think? Good. What do you think? No. It's absolutely not true. Why? Because we're not genetically predisposed to build muscle like guys are. Our guys, men, are strong from here to here. Sometimes I got skinny legs. Anyway, we got the better legs, right? So we are baby-bearing animals. That's what we are. Everything in our body has been designed for that. So we accumulate fat in our thighs, in our lower stomach. Everything that you're not always so happy with is actually because of our nature, and our purpose in life is to bear babies. So we are not strong here. This is not where we want to get strong. We're not muscular. Our man is supposed to be protecting us, doing all the fun things while we're home taking care of the babies. So no, we're not genetically predisposed to build muscle. I encourage you to go as heavy as you can if you want a little bit of that sexy definition that you can get. Because we all like a little bit of line here and there. Maybe not. Maybe you don't like it. But you're not going to grow big muscles. Now, that being said, exceptions. Yes, there are females that have genetics that are just, they don't lift a pound and they got pop, pop, pop. That is because their hormones are different from most women, which is awesome for them. But it's not the common denominator. It's not going to happen to any of us here. We're going to have to work very hard, and chances are that working really, really hard, we're still not going to be able to do a pull-up. Okay? And that's okay. Embrace your body the way it was meant to be. All right, next. This one's fun. I like this one. But is it true? Fitness happens when we rest, when we get massages, when we sleep, and when we eat.
Yeah.
And you rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I brought this up before. This is totally true. Why? When we're working out, we think, oh, I'm getting stronger. You're not getting stronger. You're breaking your muscles. You're getting a little bit of micro tear. Without that demand, without that fact, we wouldn't get the demand of actually growing stronger. It's like a wound. I always bring this up. It's like a callus, right? Well, let's say I use something a lot, and then the friction, the constant friction of that is creating a little bit of a wound. Before you know it, if I don't hurt it too much, it creates a little thicker skin, and then a thicker skin. It's exactly like that. Our body does that. So when we're working out, what we're doing is we're creating that friction, getting that tear. And then our body, when we rest, when we get a good massage, believe it or not, guys, massages is one of the healthiest things you can do to yourself, mostly after a good workout, because it will generate oxygen into your bloodstream, blood rushes everywhere. All the things that they talk about are fantastic. You know, they drain you from lymphatic, whatever, something else. It's good for you. Your brain will feel good, everything. When you sleep, you don't sleep, you will not lose weight. You will not grow muscle. There is no way that you will grow muscle or lose weight if your body doesn't have enough sleep. So that is a major, major, major thing. That and drinking water, which are usually the ones that we underestimate and we let it go. It's like, nah, I'm eating good, I'm working out. Don't drink water, don't sleep, and you'll see no changes. Go ahead.
I noticed this actually when I was breastfeeding. Like I didn't get enough sleep. And I read about it because I ended up at the end of the day eating like a monster.
Yeah.
And I wasn't hungry, but I don't know, like it was.
Oh, we don't sleep, we also eat more.
Yeah, but I read that your sleep is responsible for a chemical that your brain actually produces to suppress your hunger.
Yes.
If you don't get enough sleep, you end up
You will be hungry. Oh, that's actually very, very true. And it's logical too. Why? Because our body needs to feel more than it has, more than it's used to, or it's prepared to, because you're awake. And we're utilizing a lot of energy, a lot of fat in our brain, a lot of calories are being burned in just our natural day-to-day state. So when you're not sleeping, guess what's happening? Also what the brain does is that when you sleep, you fall into the state in which the brain kind of has its job and it starts going little vertebrae at a time, so like each little body part at a time, and it's checking, you know, it's doing its job. Oh, okay, here's when your body rests, this is when I work. And it starts going, oh, I need creatine, oh, I need to heal this wound, oh, I need to send this for that. So all those chemicals that are naturally produced in our body will not be produced if you're not sleeping. And all the demands that you're creating by working out, by micro-tearing your muscles, will not get healed if you're not sleeping. So, and trust me, you go into a starvation state as well, because your body is freaking out. It's on panic mode, and it says like, well, if she's not going to sleep, I'm going to need more energy. So every time she eats something, I'm going to put it over here, and hold on to it as much as I can because she's not sleeping. So that is just totally against weight loss or anything that you want to do towards your health. Sleep, guys, and take massages. It's so good. All right, that's pretty much all the myths and facts that I brought today.